2022 Benelli TRK 251 now comes with a new appearance that is more cool and dashing. The color combination presented looks pretty solid as a sport bike. Apart from that, in terms of features and specifications, this one bike is also reliable. In terms of appearance, of course, the TRK 251 is typical of a true adventure touring motorcycle, comes with a tall stature, and also has a sturdy driving position. In addition, this motorbike also has a high and wide windscreen on the front. This serves to protect the rider from being blown by the wind when doing restrictions. One more thing that really stands out from the Benelli TRK 251's the opening of a typical motorcycle adventure duct located above the front fender. The design is made with a tank shroud which also looks very large and wide. On the shroud of this tank there is also an LED turn signal that looks vertically elongated. For the design of the headlamp, aka the main lamp itself, it looks quite. This uses two LED projectors surrounded by LED DRL lights on the sides and top of the main lamp. The lighting system itself is also fully LED, including the rear turn signal and brake lights. Moving on to the features section, one of the things that stands out from this Benelli adventure bike is the use of the upside-down front suspension with a fairly large diameter. It looks very solid with the silver color, while the rear suspension itself uses a monoshock. The next Benelli TRK 251 feature that is no less interesting is the use of a full digital panel meter. Although there is no negative display, the TRK 251 speedometer is quite complete with the gear indicator, digital clock, tachometer, to the presence of an odometer and 2 trip meters. Here are some of its flagship features. Large capacity engine and has strong power. Disc braking system with 4 piston calipers. LED lighting system. Wide and high windshield. Full digital speedometer. Turning to the specifications section, the Benelli TRK 251 is still equipped with an engine with a capacity of 249 cc's. This engine has a single cylinder, 4-stroke, 4-valve, DOHC, and liquid-cooled configuration. As for the performance itself, this Benelli adventure motorbike has a peak power of 19 kilowatts or around 258,328 PS, which is achieved at 9,250 revolutions per minute. Meanwhile, the peak torque is very steady, namely 21.1 nanometers at 8,000 revolutions per minute. The TRK 251 adopts a trellis frame, or Benelli, is called the arch bar truck. The front suspension itself is upside down with 130 mm travel with a monoshock rear suspension. Meanwhile, the braking system uses both discs and rear discs. In terms of clear dimensions, this motorbike is quite tall, but the seat height is not too high as an adventure motorbike, which is only 800 millimeters. One thing that is very interesting is that the fuel tank capacity is quite large, reaching 18 liters. Benelli motorcycle presents color variants for the 2022 model, namely yellow, gray, and black.